I welcome you to our evening lesson. Okay, so today we are looking at this question, which is on the chalkboard, coming from the science paper 1. Okay, as you may be aware, science paper 1 is physics. A board falls freely from rest, air resistance is ignored. G is equals to 10 meters per second squared. Then bullet A, what is its velocity after 1 second? B, how far does it reach in 1 second? So this is the way they write. I just decided to finish here, okay? They always write S, seconds, okay? So now, there is some important aspects that I want you to know before we even come to the actual questions. Remember, we are still looking at velocity, acceleration, displacement or distance. These are some of the things that we are looking at, and that is where we are. But the only difference with this is that here we are now dealing with the gravitational what? Force. Okay, I'll give you an example of, for example, like the way this body is being described. This body was like this, falls freely. So it was like this. I'll give an example of this paper, which I have. So when now I release it like that, it will fall freely. Okay? So now remember, there's something that has made it to go down there. The force which is coming from there, up there, okay? Coming toward the center of the earth. So this force is the one which is called gravitational what? Force. And it was discovered by a famous sir who was a scientist, Sir Isaac Newton. Okay, so now this is called gravitational what? Force. It's the one that you are seeing here, and that is acceleration. Okay, so now last time we are looking at the acceleration along the ground or in a horizontal what? Way. Okay, now this one we are talking about the vertical one, where the gravitational force is involved. So here now the value of gravitational force is 9.8. Now it was rounded off to a round figure. Okay, because when you round off 9.8, you are going to have 10. This is the one that you are seeing on the chalkboard. Okay, so the actual one is 9.8. When we round off that, we are going to have 10 meters per second squared, and that would be acceleration. Let's hope you've understood on that point. So this is what we are looking at today. A board falls freely from rest. So as I have shown you, it is resting here. So the moment I just release it, it will start going down there because of the gravitational what? Force. So the first question says, what is its velocity after 1 second? The velocity, what is its velocity after 1 second? Then B, how far does it reach in 1 second? Okay, so let us go now direct to solutions. Now remember, in physics, we always correct what? Data. This is what I emphasized even last time. It's very important because once you do that, you just introduce the formula there, you start doing what? Substituting, just like that. So let us see now how best we are going to move. We'll start with the A. So the velocity, remember, there are those 3 important methods that I showed you last time. Okay? To those of you who are following the lesson that I'm giving you, there are those formulas that you are supposed to introduce for you to answer velocity. There are 3. So now here we are going to say velocity is equals to initial velocity plus acceleration times what? Time. This is suitable for the question that we are given, because when you look at the statement that we are given, everything is there. We have initial velocity, we have acceleration, which is the gravitational force, we have time, which is there. So it is very easy now for us to find the final velocity, which is v. Now, before doing that, we need to do what? To correct data. Okay, so let's correct data. Some they call data. Okay, so now we are saying initial velocity. You go back to the question. We are saying a board falls freely from rest. So when a board starts from the rest, it means the initial velocity is 0. Okay, so our initial velocity here is 0. Then we come to acceleration. Acceleration in this case, as I said, it is the force which is actually pushing that particular body toward the center of the earth. That is our acceleration. And in this case, we are given g is equals to 10. So acceleration is what? 10. Okay? Then we come to time. Time is there, 1 second. So we are going to say 1 second. Okay? Okay, so having corrected data now, we can substitute in the formula that we have introduced. So here we are going to say v is equals to, initial velocity is what? 0. So we are going to say 0, then plus, acceleration is what? 10. So we are going to say 10 times, time is 1. Then we continue, simplify. 0 plus 10 times 1. Remember, out of operation in mathematics, we first start with what? Multiplication, then we come to addition. So 10 times 1, the answer is 10. Okay? So 0 plus 10, the answer is 10. And this is the velocity. So our velocity, according to the given question, is 10 meters per second. Okay? So we are done with the first question, which is bullet A. So now we go to question B. How far does it reach in 1 second? Okay, so remember, when we are looking, whenever we hear the word how far, that is distance or displacement. Okay, so you know the formulas that you are supposed to use there. Okay, where displacement is appearing. So now we are going to correct data first before we even introduce the formula. Very important. So we are on B now. Here we are done. So data. What we have there, we have initial velocity is there, which is 0. Acceleration, we have 10. Then time, we have 1 second. What else are we supposed to correct according to the information that we are given? I think we are also want to know the displacement itself. Okay, that is the one we are looking for. So now let's introduce the formula. S is equals to initial velocity times time plus 1 over 2 acceleration times time squared. Okay, so that is our formula. So now that we have already corrected data, it's very easy that we can now do what? Substitute. So let's just get where there is u, which is initial velocity, the answer there is 0. 0 times 1 times 1 plus 1 over 2, which is half, times acceleration is what? 10. Then times time again, 1 second. Remember, there is a square there. You have to put the square. Okay. Then from there, we can simplify further. We are going to say 0 times 1, the answer is 0, plus 1 over 2 times 10 times 1 squared. 1 times 1, the answer is 1. You still get 1. We continue. There we have 0 plus 1 over 2. Then 10 times 10, the answer, 10 times 1, the answer is 10. So 0 plus 1 over 2 times 10, the answer is 5. Okay. So 0 plus 5, 5. Remember, SI unit for distance is what? Meters. Okay, so 5 meters. It means we've answered question what? B. How far does it reach in 1 second? 5 meters. Thank you so very much for following. Can you continue paying attention and get the necessary skills and knowledge that will definitely help you at that time when you'll be writing your final exam. Thank you so very much. See you in the next class.